This episode of podcast is brought to you by Heinz Ketchup, made fresh from sun-ripened tomatoes. Available at all stores nationwide. Hi, I'm Lizal Supangan from grade 11 Marriott, and I am your host today for this episode of podcast. Have you ever heard about the 38 parallel? Are you that affected when North and South Korea was divided? What do you think is the reason it happened? All of those questions will be answered here in our podcast. The 38th parallel, popular name given to latitude 38 degrees north that in East Asia roughly demarcates North Korea and South Korea. The line was chosen by the United States. It is important because it served as the latitude line running across Korea at the midpoint of the peninsula. The significance of the 38th parallel before the Korean War was simply the name of the boundary between North Korea and South Korea. It divided the Korean peninsula. For most historians, it was the Russians that were responsible for the outbreak of Korean War, maybe wanting to test Roman's determination. Stalin had supplied North Koreans with tanks and other equipment. Moreover, Kim Il-sung could not have act without Stalin's go-ahead. Korea was divided into two countries along the 38th parallel and now the Korean Demilitarized Zone. North Korea was administered by the Soviet Union in the years immediately following the war, with South Korea being managed by the United States. The Reunification Ministry is the South Korean government body that managed relations with South Korea. Kim joined the ministry last April and had been tasked with jump-starting inter-Korean talks, which had stalled in the months after three inter-Korean summits in 2018. North Korea has framed threats and moves made in the last 2 weeks as retaliatory. Pyongyang accused Seoul of violating the deal struck by Kim Jong-un and South Korean President Moon Jae-in, arguing it has not responded sufficiently after a group of North Korean defectors sent anti-North Korea leaflets over the shared border. On 12 June, there was a meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un. The Panmunjom Declaration, signed during the Inter-Korean Summit on 27 April, pledged to consent to a peace treaty to officially end of Korean War. In the Panmunjom Declaration, the two countries agreed to work towards a peaceful reunification of the Korea in the future. This is brought to you by Palmolive. Be effortlessly beautiful with naturally formulated shampoos that leave your hair feeling and smelling fresh all day.